it's Andrew Bell, and no question, it's been a very busy start to the year as we pass through that first 1/6 milestone and heading very quickly towards the first quarter of the year done. Now, the year has started off surprisingly in the real estate market for most. With the sharp rise in interest rates, and of course so much media attention about that, we expected to see a bigger impact on people. And it would have been easy to have expected the market would have slowed significantly, but that's just not been the case here on the Gold Coast. It is surprising to all of us who monitor the market closely. It's just not performing as we might have otherwise expected. Now on screen, please see the latest research from Ray White, who have now invested significantly into research with a team of nearly 20 people, headed up by Nerida Conisbee, who is regarded as Australia's leading economist in the field of real estate. And we have incredible access to her, and we're so blessed to have had her in our office just this last week. The graph on screen now shows the Australian capital city house price declines since the peak of the market, which is effectively about March last year. Whilst you see markets like Sydney and Melbourne down significantly at 10.9% and 9% respectively, the Gold Coast is amongst one of the best performing areas with negligible price decline. Now let's remember that values on the Gold Coast rose 53% during the boom years of 2020 and 21. So giving back just 4% over a year is really minor. What has been holding us up are two factors. The first is that we continue to see strong migration from other parts of Australia to the Gold Coast, meaning we have this ongoing demand in place. Whilst many other parts of Australia are losing their population, they're in negative, resulting in property value declines. It's the reverse here on the Gold Coast. It's why, for example, that our big event in January had such success. And again, our in-room auctions in February, where we saw an average of 4.2 bidders on every property that went to auction. That's a great result and pretty much in line with the best months of the boom periods. A new graph on screen now, which is really the most telling aspect of all, and that is the graph of the number of new listings coming to the market over the past 3 months, in which we see that it has been in continual decline. Less and less properties are coming to the market, which means that there is greater competition for those properties that do come to the market. Also on screen now is a breakdown of our capital cities, and we've put the Gold Coast in just so you can see a comparison. And it shows that the quarterly year-on-year comparison amongst those marketplaces. There is no prospect for an immediate change to the equation of stronger buyer interest and declining stock levels. And so the Gold Coast is primed to be one of the best performing markets in Australia throughout this year. We have to also allow for the fact that there are possible wildcards out there and X factors. If, for example, our economy was to suffer a significant downturn, or for interest rates were to stay up much longer than expected or go significantly higher, we may trigger more properties coming to the market. However, on all research available, the Gold Coast will continue to see a firm market throughout 2023. Well, last call out for anyone wanting to be part of the Business Meets Sports Luncheon next Friday, the 17th of March. We've got a big crowd with Bruce Matheson, one of Australia's most successful businessmen, talking about his remarkable journey and the secret behind his great success. We will also be hearing from some champion sports people, as well as a comedian. So for $175, you get a great lunch and really get to enjoy a fun afternoon, whilst raising money for vital equipment to rescue people on our beaches in the years ahead. Details on screen now, how to book. Well, that's it for this fortnight. Look forward to being back with you in 2 weeks' time.